Hey, good afternoon, students. Once again, we're going to meet, but this time in a lesson of vocabulary. Today, we're going to explain Unit 12 to the bad cave, but we're going to divide this unit into two videos. Each video, guys, is going to have 10 vocabs. But I'd like to give you an advice before explaining the vocab, guys. If you suspect any word or you doubt any word while pronouncing it or reading it, just look it up in the dictionary and try to listen to the audio. Why? Because what is stuck in your mind while you're still young is going to stay in your mind when you grow up. Now let's talk about the mechanism of explaining this unit. I said before, I'm going to divide this unit into two videos. Each video, guys, having 10 vocab. We're going to read them, talk about the synonyms and the antonyms. Let's listen to me, guys, while reading the vocab. Word number 1, abdicate. Abdicate. Word number 2, bestow. Bestow. Word number 3, capacious. Capacious. Word number 4, caustic. Caustic. Word number 5, crusade. Crusade. Word number 6, deface. Deface. Word number 7, embargo. Embargo. Word number 8, fallacy. Fallacy. Word number 9, levity. Levity. You will hear some guys pronouncing it levity or levity. Word number 10, mendicant. Mendicant. Now I have read the vocab that I'm going to explain in this video. Now let's go, guys, to explain them. Word number 1, it's abdicate. Abdicate. If you looked at the picture, guys, you will find someone who was in a position or in authority, and he left his what? He left his place. He left his tasks. He left his responsibilities. Maybe someone else is going to take his place, so he abdicated. Means he left his what? He left his tasks. He left his errands. It means what, guys? It means to stop controlling or managing something that you are in charge of, that you are responsible for. For example, if I'm a manager, if I were a manager of a company and I decided to abdicate it because of the downsize of the company, this means that someone else is going to what? Is going to take my place. To take my place, to take my tasks, to take my errands. This is the word abdicate. So abdicate means to stop controlling or managing something that you are responsible for. Do you remember, guys, what happened in history in 1967 when Abdel Nasser decided to abdicate his position in Egypt? He decided to leave his tasks and the errands and return back again to the common herds. But people went on the streets asking him to return back again to be the president of Egypt. This is called abdicate. So, guys, abdicate, as I said, means to resign, to formally give up an office or a duty, to disown or discard. Another example, if a king or a queen abdicates, they make a formal statement that they are no longer want to be a king or a queen. This is the word abdicate. What about the synonyms? Relinquish, renounce. What about the antonym, guys? It's retain. I'm trying to retain all what I lost, guys. Even my position in the company. Even my position in the company. This is the word abdicate. Abdicate, what part of the speech, guys? It's a verb. It's what? It's a verb. Look at the example in front of you. Of all England's monarchs, Edward VIII was the only one to abdicate the throne voluntarily. Voluntarily. He left the throne, he left his tasks, his errands, without any pressure or any stress from any other member in the society or from the people. Go to the second word, bestow. What part of speech, guys, the word bestow? It's a verb. It means to give as a gift, to provide with lodgings. We studied, okay, the meaning of this word 2 units before, guys, which is endow. Do you remember the word endow? I'm going to bestow you guys some marks as bonuses because of your good behavior in the class. This is called bestow. Means to grant, to give as a gift. I'm going to bestow the best student in the class some presents, some rewards. Look at the example in front of you guys here. The nation will bestow its highest civilian honor on the Nobel educator. Another example. Ahmed Zuhail has been bestowed the Nobel Prize for chemistry. Lionel Messi has been bestowed the 6th Ballon d'Or for his good playing all through the last year. This is bestow. So bestow, guys, means endow, means to give as a gift, to grant. It means to confer, to lodge, to put up. What is the opposite meaning? Is to receive, to take back, to take away. This is the word bestow. Let's go, guys, to word number 3, which is capacious. If you look at the picture in front of you guys now, you will find a place that has a lot of space. Very big, very wide, roomy, spacious, has a lot of space, guys. This is the meaning of the word capacious, coming from the word capacity. Look at the example here in front of you. Whenever I go beachcombing, I take along a backpack with capacious compartments and what? And pockets. I'm always asking my dad for a capacious place in our flat. Also, guys, I can say I have a friend who is having a capacious imagination. Capacious imagination. If you ask him about anything that is going to happen, he can use his imagination and tell you. So capacious means able to hold much, means roomy, have a lot of space. Another example, my wife has a capacious handbag. She has a great handbag in which she puts cosmetics, money, medicine. Even when she goes to the supermarket, she puts everything in it. It's capacious. So capacious means spacious, commodious. The opposite meaning is the word cramped, confined, restricted, narrow, guys. Do you know what is happening to people who are going to stay in jail for some time, guys? They are going to be put in a place that is cramped, that is confined, restricted, not wide, not big. They can only sit and stand, not sleeping at all. I think it's clear, right? Now let's go to another word, next word, which is caustic. Caustic, guys, it means burning. You know what is happening when there is a chemical reaction? Sometimes this chemical reaction is going to burn your skin. It's caustic. It's what? Caustic. Caustic is an adjective. Describes a chemical that burns or destroys things. For example, guys, flash is a caustic substance. The flash that we are using in order to clean the bathroom or the kitchen, guys, is what? Is caustic. So flash is a caustic chemical. A caustic chemical that should never be allowed to come in contact with your skin. Again, flash is a caustic chemical that should never be allowed to come in contact with your skin. This is the word caustic. Also, it describes, guys, a remark or way of speaking that is harmful. You know, when someone is criticizing you, guys, he's saying what? His words are caustic. His words are caustic. You will find a lot of fans saying caustic words about Lionel Messi because he didn't make any victory with his national team, Argentina. So caustic means remarks or ways of speaking that are harmful. This is caustic. Sometimes when you're making a mistake in the class, when some teachers are making mistakes in the class, the manager of the school is summoning them, is calling them to go to the office, and he's saying caustic words to them, like sour, biting words. So what about the synonyms of the word caustic? Burning, corrosive, sharp. What is the opposite meaning? Bland, mild, sugary, saccharine. Now, let's go, guys, to the word crusade. Crusade, guys, it could be used as a noun, it could be used as a verb. What does it mean? It means a campaign. It means what, guys, the word crusade? A long, determined movement to achieve something which you believe in strongly. Like what is happening when women try to be emancipated, guys. They made a crusade for what? For emancipation. You know that women were not working, were not voting in Europe, guys. So they made what? They made a crusade to vote. They made a campaign asking the authorities or the governments to vote in the elections. This is crusade. Also, it means what, guys? It means to gather. We, the teachers, have been crusaded in the school in order to provide you guys with distance learning. It means a campaign. It means what, guys? To make an effort to achieve something which you believe strongly. To work vigorously. Nowadays, I'm asking all my teachers, my English staff, to crusade in the school on Saturday and on Monday to provide you guys with distance learning. So crusade means a campaign, means organized movement. Also, if it is used as a verb, means to gather, to campaign, to work vigorously, to make an effort to achieve something which you believe strongly. Do you remember, guys, when George W. Bush was talking about the Crusade War after the 11th of September 2001? I think you were not born at that time, guys. So he was trying to attack Muslims. He was referring to a holy war fought by the Christians against the Muslims, often in Palestine in the 11th, 12th, 13th, and 17th centuries. They think of that. If you looked at the picture in front of you guys, okay, it clarifies, it shows you guys, as we can say, a war or a fight between the Muslims and the Christians. Crusade war. Crusade war. So I'm talking about the meaning of the vocab here in this unit. Crusade means to campaign or to gather. It means what, guys? It means to make an effort to achieve something which you believe strongly. If it is used as a verb, if it is used as a noun, it means a long and determined movement to achieve something which you believe in strongly. This is the word crusade. Let's go, guys, to word number 6, which is deface. Deface. If you looked at the picture, guys, I think it's clear. It means to distort. To what? To distort. To destroy, to damage the surface or appearance of. For example, I'm going to talk about my house or our house. My house has been built, I think, 30 years ago. If you looked at it nowadays, you will find it defaced by what? By the factors of nature and the sun. It needs to be what, guys? Look down, to be rebirthed, to be restored, to be renewed or renovated, reconditioned. Also, guys, sometimes when you talk about a person, a certain person, you try to deface his personality. Like what happened with Mo Salah. Some Egyptians tried to deface him, to damage the value of Mo Salah. To distort, to defame. Do you remember the word defame? We studied it before, guys. It means to deface. Do you know, guys, when the pyramids have been built, if you looked at the appearance of the pyramids at the time in which they had been built, they were soft. They were what, guys? Soft and slippery. Nowadays, because of the sun and the factors of nature, what happened? They have been defaced. They have been defaced, destroyed, damaged. What is the synonym of the word deface? Mar or disfigure. Disfigure. Disfigure, guys. If you looked at the word deface, it is used as a verb. It's de and face. You have here a prefix. What is a prefix, guys? Two or more letters which join the beginning of a word to change its meaning. But the prefix here, guys, if you look here, adds what? Adds the meaning opposite to the word. The meaning opposite to what? To the word. I think it's clear. The word deface means to distort. Distort, as we can say, guys, the shape of something, or to distort what? To distort the personality of a person. This is the word deface. Number 7, the word embargo. Embargo could be used as a noun, could be used as a verb. Do you remember what happened, guys, when Denmark has, as we can see, published some pictures, some bad pictures to our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him? What happened? All Muslim countries decided to embargo the Danish products, to boycott, to stop trading with Denmark, to forbid exports from what? From Denmark. This is the word embargo. This is the word what? Embargo. So we try to impose an embargo on what, guys? On the products of Denmark, to make its economy get affected. Also, it could be used as a verb. In wartime, the president may embargo goods from countries that trade with the nation's enemies. So, guys, what is an embargo? It's an order forbidding the trade in or movement of commercial goods. If it is used as a verb, it means to forbid, to enter or leave what? Or leave port. What about the synonyms? Boycott, stoppage. So, in time of war, guys, in 1973, what happened? Egypt decided to embargo all the countries that are going to support Israel against it. Also, Saudi Arabia, guys, was in the side of Egypt, decided not to what? Not to deal with what? Or not to export petroleum products to America. So there was what, guys? There was, as we can say, an embargo. And what? Embargo. Boycott. Boycott. Saudi Arabia embargoed exporting anything from what? From America at that time. So embargo, an order to stop something, especially trading or giving information. If it is used as a verb, means to officially stop trading with. Officially stop trading with. Now let's go, guys, to number 8. Fallacy. If you looked at the picture, guys, he's talking here about an error in thinking. A false idea. A false idea. A false notion. An idea that a lot of people think is true, but it's not true. An idea that a lot of people think it's true, but it's not true. It's false. I'm going to give you an example, easy example. Listen to me. It is a common fallacy that women are worse drivers than men. Men think that women are worse drivers. This is what? This is a fallacy. Wrong fallacy. Wrong idea. Wrong notion. Misconception. Misconception. Look at the example here. Reviewers cited several major fallacies in the controversial author's newest book. What about the antonym? Sound reasoning, logic. This is the word fallacy. This is the word fallacy. Next word, levity. Levity or levity. You will hear some guys, some teachers pronouncing it levity or levity. Levity means a lack of seriousness. You know, guys, what is happening inside the class while I'm explaining a lesson. You will find some guys are lacking seriousness. Lacking, they have levity. They have what, guys? They have a bit of levity. They are trying to tell some jokes while explaining, thinking that the session is going to be funny and humorous. They don't know that teachers are working under pressure and they must finish what is supposed to be done in the weekly plan. Also, it means what, guys? Buoyancy or lightness in weight. I'm going to give you an example. Hydrogen rises in the air because of its natural levity, because of its lightness, because of its what? Lightness. What about the synonyms? Giddiness, flippancy, frivolity, fickleness. What about the antonyms, guys? Humorlessness, solemnity. Solemnity, guys. Solemnity or solemnity. Okay, this is what? This is the opposite meaning of the word levity. A lack of seriousness. When you're talking with some people, even in serious situations, you will find them having a lack of seriousness or having a levity or a bit of levity. Look at the picture. You will find someone who's what? He's humorous, clown. Now let's go, guys, to the last word in this video. It's mendicant. Mendicant could be used as a noun, could be used as an adjective. If you look at the picture in front of you guys, you will find a little girl sitting, trying to implore people for money, to beg people for money. Someone who lives by asking people who don't know for money, especially for religious reasons. Like what is happening, guys, when you're going out of the mosque, you will find some guys are standing outside, okay, asking you, begging you for money. So this is, or he's what? He's a beggar, depending on begging for a living. So it is used as a noun here. Panhandler. People who have fallen on hard times may have no choice but to become mendicants. People who are faced a lot of difficulties in their life may have no choice, but only one choice is to become what? Is to become a beggar, standing outside the mosque or on the corners of some places asking people for money. What about the antonym? It's what? Millionaire or philanthropist. Philanthropist. Thank you guys for listening. Hoping to find the video really enjoyable. I'm going to share for you guys, okay, with the video, as we can see, the audio of the vocab in order to listen to the vocab and know how to pronounce the vocab really, really well. If there is any problem concerning the vocab, you can contact me on my email or you can call me on my mobile phone. Thank you, and we're gonna complete this session in another video.